I am Andy, and this is Fence Post. No One's Gonna Love You is a single by American indie rock band Band of Horses. It was the second single from their second studio album, Cease to Begin, from 2007, a copy of which I have right here. And it was preceded only by Is There a Ghost? While CD singles exist from 2007, this particular 7-inch, which is the only version pressed, was released in 2008 on Sub Pop. Written by the band's lead vocalist Ben Bridwell, the track features kind of a slow ballad-like tempo with an acoustic guitar and piano forming the foundation of the instrumentation. Bridwell's vocals are delivered with a sense of vulnerability and longing, which is kind of what he does. The lyrics center on the pain of breakup and feelings of loneliness and despair that can follow with a breakup. And the refrain, "No one's ever gonna love you more than I do," serves as a powerful expression of Bridwell's devotion to, a former partner. No One's Gonna Love You received pretty positive critical acclaim upon its release, with many critics praising its emotional resonance and the band's skillful musicianship. Again, super par for the course for early Band of Horses. The song has since become one of the band's most well-known and beloved tracks, with memorable melody and poignant lyrics resonating with listeners around the world. I personally love the song. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it is really, really good. The song has been featured in a number of different films and television shows, including Chuck, One Tree Hill, Numb3rs, and Zombieland. And it has been covered by a number of artists across various genres, including Cee Lo Green, further cementing its status as kind of a modern classic in indie rock. And speaking of covers, let's flip it over to the B-side. The song on the back is Am I a Good Man? Now, this is originally by the soul group Them2, and it was released as a single back in 1967 by Deep City Records, and once again reissued by the label in 2016. These two pressings are the only that exist, and they come at quite a pretty penny if you're looking for an original or even the reissue by Them2. But the song has appeared on much more reasonably priced compilations since its original release. You find this with a lot of old soul, old garage rock, especially if it was the only thing the band released and if it was really, really good, which Am I a Good Man is. Not only does Band of Horses do the song justice, weaving in signature traits of their own sound of indie rock and even elements of like a soulful indie folk, it helped introduce an entirely new generation to one of what I personally consider one of the most underrated soul songs of the 1960s. Now, to my knowledge, and I've done some searching, Band of Horses has never recorded it in the studio. This is a live rendition, and as some live renditions can be a little bit iffy of quality, not here. This one is decent, and it's worthy. Absolutely worthy. Additionally, as far as I can tell, this is the only time Band of Horses has put the song on a physical release. That in itself is worth noting and makes this 7-inch single extremely worthy of your collection if you are a fan of Band of Horses. Down in the description, you will find links to where you can get copies of the releases I mentioned in this video. I'll even put a link over to the original and reissue of Them2. Also down in the description, you will find a link over to Fence Post where you can read my post and see the music video for No One's Gonna Love You, as well as a live version. Possibly not the same version, but it still has a good sound, of the band doing Am I a Good Man? Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this video, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. I'd love it if you liked this video, and I would love it if you shared it with a fellow music fan. You can also connect with me and Fence Post on Facebook, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. Links are in the description. I will see you next time.